Hey there everyone, you watch TC's World and I'm your host Tim. And today I'm real excited to go out and find the Wormwood 1971 plane crash in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. I'm not going to reveal the exact location, but it's in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Off the beaten path, there's no way to get out here, there's no trails, but I've tracked down its location. Hopefully we'll find it today. I have a few buddies here helping me. My buddy Danny. My buddy Evan, who you've seen in other videos, and we're all excited to come out here and hopefully find the 1971 plane crash, the Wormwood plane crash. The plane that crashed out here happened in November 1971. There were 6 people on board. 1 did not make it. 5 survivors. Must be really hard for the first responders to get out here to them. And from what I was told, from what I've read about the plane crash, the first paramedic to enter the site to get down to them to administer first aid was actually airdropped in from a helicopter. So back in 1971, this is the kind of woods they would have had to deal with. All these briars, things like that. Now this plane was small. It was a 6-seater, twin-engine, Aero Commander 520. They were en route from Massachusetts to New Jersey, and bad weather in November 1971. And they ended up having engine failure, and they tried to make it to TF Green, but crashed short of the runway a few miles. And we're out here today to try to find it. So hopefully we do. Yo, 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 I'm so excited. We just found a plane crash. Woo. Couldn't believe it. Can't believe it. We fucking found it. Oh boy. I can see it just up ahead through the trees. Probably can't see it on the camera yet. Can you guys see it yet? This is definitely one of the coolest things I think I've found in the woods recently anyways. And tell you what, it is not fun getting out here. We are in a swamp. It's fucking muddy. We are going through prickers and briars and brush. This is not an easy place to get to. Wow, look at that, guys. There it is. The 1971 plane crash. Wow, after 50 years in the woods, I can't believe how well intact this thing is. Wow, this is cool. So here we are, guys. This plane crashed 50 years ago, 1971, on a very cold and stormy November day. I can't believe that 5 of the 6 people that were in this plane survived. It's amazing only 1 person died. But wow. Now the question is, can I actually get out to the wreckage? Here's the plane wreck, sitting as it did when it crashed 50 years ago. There we go, get a little look inside here, guys. Oh, this is crazy. Nah, there's no bodies in here. They were rescued. One of the windows is still intact though, broken, but still intact. Boy, this is cool. I don't know if I can really get any closer. I might have to go around the other side. You can see where one of the engines sat right here. The other one is broken off, and the other wing's broken off behind the plane, which I'll try to get back out to in a minute. What do you think, guys?
That's dope.
Was it worth it?
Oh yeah, super cool.
Glad I brought my good boots. Oh good, that's solid right there.
A piece of the plane.
Yeah, am I standing on a piece of the plane? Oh, I am standing on a piece of the plane. How about that? Wow, so this must have been the cockpit right there. This plane is upside down. So I'm looking at the cockpit right here. And then this is where the passengers would have sat right here in this spot. Now I'll try to find a couple good pictures of this plane online so you can see what one actually looks like. it's not all destroyed. But I'm amazed at how much this plane is intact. You can see the wing there is still intact with the engine mounting still there. This wing has been completely cut off, probably by the trees as it came in for a crash landing. The engine's sitting back here. It's not easy to navigate around in here because this is all wet, swampy. We'll find a way, man. I can't believe we actually found this thing. Man down.
Oh, this makes it like. I just have the. Is this upside down?
This plane is upside down, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely upside down. That's the engine and the landing gear compartment. So you're right, Evan, this is the landing gear that you see sticking out right here. Yeah, that's the landing gear. So we're on one of the wings here, sitting in the swamp. Landing gear. Right here, the other landing gear's out actually.
Opposite side of the plane.
This is the bottom. This is the bottom of the wing.
Yeah, but from the opposite side.
From the opposite side, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a dual engine plane. This is an Aero Commander 520. Had two engines. So the plane is upside down, so you have the engine housing and the landing gear housing. The tail has been ripped off as it crashed. The tail is sitting here next to the plane. And then you have the tail fin, which is still attached.
Yeah, that would have been the.
Yeah.
Right.
It's amazing that 5 people survived this accident. So here we are, guys. We are at the Wormwood 1971 plane wreck in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Now that my excitement is worn off a little bit, I can do more of a better video here. I was real excited once we started to see this thing through the woods. You know, because you never know if these things really exist till you get there. This plane is amazingly well preserved for being over 50 years old. Sitting out here in the swamp of Rhode Island. It was extremely hard to get out here. The swamp gave us a huge challenge. It's been very wet lately, so this is probably even wetter than it normally is. And the briars and the brush are just a chore to cut through. I can't even imagine how the first responders must have been when they first got out here to try to get out to this plane. Like I said, they had a guy that was airdropped in to provide first aid to the survivors of this plane crash. Now only one person died, which I find miraculous. The plane is sitting upside down. Some of this wing is still attached with the engine compartment and the landing gear compartment still intact. The tail has been ripped off, but the tail fin is still attached. And then you have the other wing that's been clean ripped off with the engine compartment and the landing gear still attached. Now, this fuselage, I'm amazed is such good condition. I'm gonna try to climb up here and take a look inside, give you guys an idea what this plane looked like and what these people that were involved in the plane crash would have had to deal with. So here I'm at the fuselage. It's a good spot to take a look inside. You can see this is a pretty small plane. The front has been torn apart pretty good during the crash. You can see some of the controls and stuff up there still attached. one of the seats. These guys would have crashed and been upside down in this plane when they landed. Not very fun, but it's very, very interesting. Very cool plane. Give me a better look here. So this is the compartment where the people would have sat, right in here, except this is upside down. So that's really the floor. So turn the camera upside down, so that way you can see what the plane would have looked like in its normal orientation. This isn't a very big plane. I'm inside of it, and I don't have very much room. Doesn't look very safe to step down any further, so I'm going to stay just in this compartment here. But give you an idea how small this is. Yeah, pretty cramped in here. You know, if you were in a survival situation, I would sleep in here for the night, yes. Definitely not ideal, but it would keep you out of the elements and keep you safe for the night. So super excited we found the plane crash here, East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Really awesome find here out in the woods. Buried out here in the small amount of woods that is left in East Greenwich. It's amazing it's out here, but it's here. We found it. This is a Wormwood plane crash, November of 1971. It's been real exciting coming out here and checking this out, and I don't really want to reveal its location because I don't want it to be vandalized. I don't want it to be destroyed. I want it to, you know, be preserved out here in the woods. But if you've enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe. Until next time.